You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another episode. Last episode we had some atrocious news, which is that we had a ban list. I don't know where this thing disappeared to. It vanished. But we had a ban list. The point is we had a ban list somewhere around here. Did it really happen this long ago? Oh yeah, it is all the way down here. Okay, yeah, there's like 50 new notifications. Yeah, we had a ban list. Bagooska is banned. Bagooska, realistically speaking, is a top 5 pull that we have ever had on this channel. It is probably the best rank 4 monster we have ever pulled. You can argue the Galaxy Dragon, but like, it's Time Thief, Galaxy Dragon, Bagooska. You could argue Bagooska is the best rank 4. We're just extra deck monster we've pulled in general. You could argue this is the best pull we've ever had in the entire channel's history. It was that good. And unfortunately, it did get banned. Honestly, if I'm going to be realistic here, it deserves to be banned in the greater context of the game. It kind of sucks for us because it's not like we were abusing the card or anything. It would buy us a couple of turns. But in the greater context of the game, yeah, it probably had to go. It's a floodgate on legs. It's so easy to make. It kind of makes sense. But for us, it really sucks. So what we said last episode was, or what I said, was we were going to spin a wheel of random cards that... we spin a wheel, and there are 10 cards on it, and whatever is selected had to be all super rares we get to play. So I picked a bunch of them from the comment section that you guys provided for me. Also, I said last time 5 good ones, 5 bad ones, and I thought about it for a while. We are losing, and on one of the comments, some of the comments actually agreed with this. We are losing a top 5 pull. Should we really be replacing with like crappy cards? So I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick nothing insane, but like a bunch of stuff that would be game changing for us. Like it would actually open up new avenues of play for us, and that's the kind of stuff I picked. I didn't pick stuff, and I'll go just show you guys what I picked. I didn't pick stuff that was like evenly matched and Pot of Desires and Pot of Extravagance and Barrier Statues. Like I didn't pick broken stuff like that. I legitimately just picked stuff that I think would just open up play lines for us that are more interesting. So this is what I actually picked. I picked Fallen of Albaz. This is the first card. These are 10 cards. I picked 10 cards. Again, none of these are outrageously broken. If you go into Master on the Master Duel ladder, none of these cards are usually in the decks in the Master Duel ladder. Almost none of them. Branded, maybe Fallen of Albaz, but you have to remember I'm missing 90% of the branded deck. I'm missing 90%. I'm literally just going to use this to like summon off of this when I send it to the graveyard. I'm going to use it to like summon off of this dude when we send it to the graveyard with wherever that card is, with Decisive Battle Golgonda. That is literally what I'm going to be using it for. I have Branded Fusion. I can use Branded Fusion to summon Brigand. We have 1 copy of Branded Fusion. Unsearchable. I have Nadir Servant. I can use Nadir to send this to search Fallen of Albaz in the end phase. That's all we have. But it is like this would be considered probably just an okay pull. So I replaced it again, but it opens up play lines because now all of these random cards become suddenly useful. Crowley, this is a new card. This card is not broken. When you can search it off of the Endymion, and then you can special summon it. So Endymion becomes a 1-card rank 4. That's it. Not busted, not broken, not crazy, not better than Baguska. Dark Hole, we have Dark Hole Dragon. We have 3 UR Dark Hole Dragons. We've never pulled Dark Hole. And this was by far like the crowd favorite. This is like the highest rated comp. It was this. Most comments wanted Dark Hole, which makes sense. Tenyi Infinity. This is a card we can search for free off of the other Tenyi cards. Again, it opens play lines. You search it off the graveyard effect of this. When you activate it, you can search this. And then on top of that, you contribute a worm, pop a card. And then during the end phase, you can tag this out for the other field spell. That's it. It's like, again, nothing broken. None of these cards are in Master. Zorora, there's a new fusion monster that we can potentially use in the most popular deck we've had, which is the Magistus deck. We've pulled so many cards from this archetype. As you can see here, again, we're using this and this for non-nefarious purposes. We're just using this as a boss monster. We're using this as potential rank 4 or a free summon. That's all we're using, a potential fusion. This opens up play lines where you can summon this guy. This opens up a boss monster for the Magistus deck that's kind of decent, because the only one we've got is him right here. And honestly, OG Zorora is just not that great. He's a little too specific. You have to know what your opponent's playing in order for him to really be useful, because if you don't know what your opponent's playing, yeah, it's not that great. It's just not that great. If you don't know what your opponent's already playing, there's no way to successfully summon all. Like, you're not going to attach a Fusion Synchro, XYZ, and Link all to this one monster, and then they aren't playing like the one thing that you didn't attach. So yeah, we have this thing again, nothing crazy. Egyptian God Slime. This is a card that for the longest I've said, man, I really would love to pull this card, because we have the Metal Reflect Slime. We have 3 of it. We pulled 3 Metal Reflect Slimes very early into this challenge. Like, I'm talking, we pulled 3 copies of Metal Reflect Slime like within like the first 30 episodes. And we just have not been able to get this Egyptian God Slime. It's only an SR. Again, not broken. You're not going to find this in Master. Merrymaker. We pulled almost the entirety of this package. Like, look at what we've pulled here. We pulled the X-Blower, a UR, twice. We've pulled the Champion Vargas. We've pulled like all of this stuff. So it would just get to this guy. It would give us a rank 4 2800 monster that when a material is detached, you pop a card. Like, it's not anything crazy. This guy's not anything crazy. Like, none of these cards are anything crazy. Merrymaker is not anything crazy. You can send a Spring-Ins monster to the graveyard. Again, nothing insane here. Just adds a new card. Prank Kids. Here's another one. Nothing crazy. Fresh card. We have a bunch of Prank Kids. We have the Fusion Monster. We have this. We have this. We have this. We have this. We're missing this. Doesn't matter. And then we are also missing Pandemonium, which is key. But this becomes kind of like a free Link Climb deck that we can use. But again, it opens up some play lines. Nothing broken. Dark, the Dark Charmer, opens up some cool plays. We can steal our opponent's monsters out of their graveyard and Crusade Avermax. So I went with a bunch of stuff that is either kind of medium to just okay to at best good. Nothing here is, not a single card here is better than Baguska. So I think these 10 are very fair. A lot of people were putting things that were absolutely atrocious, like Dark Magician Girl and like Gemini Elf, and like I first I was like, yeah, that makes sense, but then I'm like, but like, why? You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be another, and this is my fault, right? So I'm the one who suggested bad cards. Like, Gemini Elf just gets thrown into the bulk bin and we never use it again. Dark Magician Girl gets thrown in the bulk bin, we never use Summon Skull, we just never use it again. There's so many cards we would just throw back into our giant collection of cards to never ever be touched or used again or looked at ever in the history. Like, we would just never touch the cards again. So I kind of sifted through all of them and picked a bunch of super rares that would help our existing strategies. Some runner-ups. I thought about things like Evenly Matched, broken cards like Evenly Matched, Pot of Desires, Droll Lockbird, stuff like that. I considered cards like that, but then I'm like, why don't we actually try to get cards that'll make our existing strategies more fun to play instead? Let's go spin this wheel. Okay, the wheel is here. This is how I basically divided it. None of these are like the good ones or the bad ones, but in my mind, these are like the better ones, and these are like the less good ones. Like Dark Hole, Dragon we have. But again, even now that I think about it, some of the top ones are actually better than some of the bottom ones, and vice versa. Like, some are better than others. A lot of these, like I said, are just kind of mid. Instead of going with amazing stuff and not so great stuff, I actually mostly went with stuff right down the middle. Like, it's not insanely good, but at the same time, it's nothing. But it opens up play lines for fun. So let's spin this wheel, and we'll see what we get. Whatever we get, and we will roll with it. We got Crowley the Gifted. Is that Crowley the Gifted? Crowley the Gifted is a little man that summons himself from the hand and the confuse. That guy. So we got Crowley the Gifted. Again, honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I was kind of rooting for Dark Hole for the Dark Hole Dragon. Honestly, I was kind of rooting for that. But I think this is a perfectly good card. It turns our Endymion into a 1-card rank 4 or a fusion summon. So I thought that one's pretty cool. Again, I like a lot of these cards. Dark Hole was personally, I was rooting for Dark Hole out of all of these. Or Egyptian God Slime, because it's been so long since, it's almost like it bothers me that we haven't pulled it. But Crowley is a very cool one, and I'm definitely going to go use that. Yeah, I was personally rooting for the Dark Hole. Okay, so now we do the very first craft of the entire channel, which is the Crowley dude. Let me go to Endymion, click related cards. By the way, I don't know if you know this, we have 7 Endymions. Insane. We also have this Crowley, Renola. We have a lot of cool stuff. We have 2 of the Iowas, which we can now fuse into, now that I think about it. But where's Mr. Crowley? Again, not the most broken pull, not the most broken craft. This is the first card that we're ever crafting on this channel. It's actually kind of crazy. So we're going to generate normal rarity generated. Now that opens up a pack. Doesn't matter. Let's read what this card actually does. If this face-up card is used as fusion material, it can be treated as Alistair the Invoker. So that's cool. So if we have like Mechaba, stuff like that. Actually, do we have stuff like that? We have the Alistairs there. Do we have Mechaba? No, but we have Purgatrio. Interesting. We have Ragin, and we have this dude. So that's interesting, actually. So it can be used as Alistair the Invoker to summon this. Again, see, this is the kind of card that I wanted to pick. How many different play lines and ideas can this one card create? I just clicked on the wrong card. It's this card. How many ideas and like play lines does this card open up? This opens up our Spellcaster deck. This opens up our basic rank 4 deck. This opens up a potential invoked situation going on. It opens up all of the invoke stuff now, because we can make Purgatrio. We have Ash Blossoms, right? We have Fire Monsters. We have this. We have this. Like, we have Fire Monsters. We have Water Monsters. We can make this guy right here. He's defensive, but we can make him Raging. I don't think we can really make anything with this, but it's cool to see him. Nice to see him. Caliga. We can make Caliga. We can make this very easily, because you can just, again, you search off of this. You summon Endymion. You attach this. Search. Add the new Crowley man, special summon Crowley man, and then you can instantly fuse into Iowas and steal an opponent's monster. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It turns our Endymion into a 1-card snatch steal / rank 4. Pretty good. So let's continue reading here, and it can potentially open up play lines of the Magistus pack, whatever the hell this package is, the invoked package, like huge. Now let's continue. If this card is added to hand, except by drawing it, special summon it. Beautiful. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can fusion summon Magistus or invoked monster from your extra deck using monsters on the hand or field. Hand as material. Awesome. So I'm very excited to add this card to the deck. I'm just going to go ahead and drop it in. Where is it? Gone. Is it in the deck right now? There it is. So we finally get to add this to the deck. I think I'll just add it to this basic deck right here. This our standard, like, I think I'll just add it to this deck, and then if we open Endymion, we get to use it, right? I think this is a fine place to put it. We have 2 copies of Iowa, so I can throw in a second one. But, oh, that was the other rule that I was going to make. If I use, so I can't, oh, never mind. Baguska's already banned. Gone. All right, perfect. So I'll use the second Iowas. I could probably find a better card to use there, but we'll save that, and we can potentially use Iowas in a follow-up play. I was going to say, the ban list, again, has gone kind of into effect very quickly there, but what I was going to do was, I couldn't, if Baguska hadn't gone into, like, full ban mode yet, I wasn't going to use it simultaneously with the new cards, but since it is banned, we get to use it immediately. Alright, we just won the coin flip, and we opened the Crowley, meaning we can't special summon it. But, that's fine. We can use Photon Thrasher. We'll special summon Photon Thrasher. And we'll normal summon out the Crowley. I mean, not the Crowley, the Endymion. Do all this. We'll activate the effect. Target itself. Equip. Artemis. Activate Artemis. Definitely search the Zerora. This is where we would have searched Crowley. Or in this case, maybe we wouldn't have searched Crowley. Because what would Crowley have done in this particular situation? We activate, pop this. Draw a card. Ash is pretty damn good. I don't even know what to put back. It's pretty good. Damn. That's a tough one. I actually don't know what to put back. Because Zerora, technically speaking, is a follow-up of Iowas. Yeah, because then we summon this from the hand, and then we get to turn into an Iowas and steal a monster. But I think it's better to keep these right now, so I will just go ahead and put Crowley back. I think this is the smarter move here. And then we just summon out Mr. Galaxy Dragon. Yeah, I think this is just smarter, because this way we have a hand trap plus our monster negate plus 2 trap cards to use during our opponent's turn. Because again, this is modern Yu-Gi-Oh, so you got to kind of sink resources fairly seriously into things, and they become better that way. So yeah, well, you have to sink resources into things. If you don't, then every interruption matters, and sometimes that last interruption that you reserve for later is what loses you the game, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That is kind of the state of modern Yu-Gi-Oh, because if you, let's say I didn't keep this Ash and they're on like they're on Malice, and I put the Ash back and I kept, for example, one of those monsters, it could actually stand to hurt me later on. Like, seriously stand to hurt me if I leave that one monster as a follow-up. Because Snatch Steal as a follow-up is like, okay, it's nothing outrageously broken, but like, it's good, but it's not like an Ash Blossom that stops our opponent from playing. Because if we can stop our opponent from making more plays, then we go back to our turn, we activate summon Zerora, summon back this dude, then we can go into like Risen, and then when we have Risen plus Galaxy, which we have a negate every single turn, each turn, we have a spell and trap card negate, and we have Ash and this and all. It's just better to do that. That play just seems better in every single way. Plus we can, we have Zerora, we can pop the spell and trap card using Ninarinu. Like, we have a lot of cool plays here. They're going to activate this guy. Honestly, I think this isn't bad. I think we negate this, right? Because where does this lead? Actually, no, we don't negate this. Nothing he's doing right now threatens anything, so it's fine. Actually, maybe I should have it. I don't want him to put Dark Magician into the grave. Maybe I should have ashed that. Maybe I should have negated that. Because Magician's Souls puts Dark Magician into the graveyard, so now if he has Eternal Soul, he gets a free summon. But yeah, it is what it is. Because even if I negate the Magician's Souls, because I really don't actually have an answer to Dark Magician right now on the field. Funny enough. This is, again, not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. He's going to send Dark Magician, and then he's going to summon Dark Magician out. Which, again, is not like the end of the world. I literally have Ring of Destruction, I have Crackdown. Like, I'm cool with it. I can live with a Dark Magician being on field. If he has Dark Magic attack, he can destroy my back row here, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, again, if he activates something to, like, fuse or something. No, he's Piercing the Darkness. Does it have any protection? No, right? No, it doesn't have any protection. We have Ring of Destruction for this. I think saving the resources is probably better. He's going to summon Magician's Robe, which I haven't seen in a long time. In a long, long time. I have not seen Magician's Robe. That is an interesting card. Timaeus, he's going to send something. Hopefully he sends Magician's Robe. Yep, he sends that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's a big monster, but it's not the end of the world. We can steal it, among other things. And he's going to activate the Fusion Summon. This, I will actually crack down. And I will take this Dragon, because that way he can't make a Dragoon. There's a chance that he has another dragon in hand. There's always a chance, but I highly doubt it. He's probably going to end up summoning the Dark Magicians here. Or nothing at all. Yeah, nothing at all. End phase. He could have actually attacked, because this gains attack. Yeah, this gains attack. So now we're going to activate Ring of Destruction now. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to... yeah, we both take 2,000. End phase, we're going to activate. To search a Photon, because we got to wrap this game up here. We'll search Photon Advancer to hand. Yes. Please. And now we're in a pretty good place where I think we wrap this up. Endymion is a great draw, but so is Aurora. Aurora and Endymion are both really good. Yeah, because this is a 1-card rank 4. The Zorora's crazy, like Endymion's crazy. This is pretty crazy. I think we'll go with this first. It's gonna use the effect of Eternal Soul. This isn't really a concern, honestly, because we have so many cards. Add Dark Magic Attack. Why would you do that? That's fine. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that. Add a Dark Magic Attack. I guess Magician's Robe does something. You know, he can banish. He can. I'm going to negate this, actually, because I haven't negated anything. I'm going to negate this. That special summons it, and then it allows him to special summon Dark Magician from his deck. And then this becomes a problem, so I'm just going to negate that and not deal with that. We'll activate Aurora. Attached to itself. We'll put this Ninirinu girl. Yep, activate effect. We'll summon an Endymion for free from the graveyard. And now we can activate this. Yep, pop itself, pop Eternal Soul. Kill his grind game. Yep, destroy. It doesn't have anything, but it would destroy everything if he had something. We'll go Risen here. And he's gonna scoop it up. Yeah, that was pretty impressive, even though we didn't actually draw the new stuff, but that was nevertheless relatively impressive, honestly. We ended on, like, what was that, like 4 or 5 negates? We ranked up. I thought that was a pretty good game. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. It's a very noob Dark Magician deck. Like, I think this is the starter deck. If maybe it is, maybe it's not. It looks to be the starter deck, but it's basically like a TV show Yugi deck. Which actually, he actually opened up relatively well, considering how horrible his deck is. He actually opened up fairly well, because he opened up with this and Eternal Soul, which is like, and he opened Timaeus. Like, of all of the terrible cards that are in here, he actually opened 3 good ones. Alright, let's open up a Master Pack and our Legacy tickets. We've got a super rare inbound. Hopefully we get something good here. Hopefully there's something good. We have 2 supers, actually. Windrose, the Elemental Lord. Okay, this summons itself with the destroys all spell trap cards. That's not bad. Serpent Succession, Heraldic card. Personal Spoofing is a good card, but not for us. Red Arrows. Let's see what this is. We got a super rare Raid Raptor Call. Not bad for Raid Raptors, like Monster Reborn. Metal Marcher's pretty good. I don't know if we can really make use of it, but this card is pretty damn good. Yeah, there was a long time where this was like considered ban worthy. I don't remember exactly if this card was banned or was not banned, but I remember it was definitely like in the conversation for a long time for a ban worthy card. I don't know if we can use it. It's kind of low level. It's something they used to abuse off the summons off of Needle Fiber. I don't think that we can actually do anything with this card, but it is fairly good. Alright, let's open up a Legacy ticket. Hopefully this has something cool within. But alright, it's not a bad pull though. Metal Marcher. You could definitely come up with some cool ideas. What does this do? Fairy type monster, 300 attack. Test Ape. A little late there. Okay, we lost this coin flip, but our opponent selected for us to go first. And the hand is, again, pretty good. Goes in Tribute, Lost Wind, and then we have a rank 4 right here. It's pretty good. Plus, it's a rank 4 with a Photon monster, which is actually kind of cool. So rank 4 with a Photon monster means that we already have materials underneath for this dude. Max C. Oof. What do I do? Is it worth the 2 summons to get... How many? This guy made me go first. He's probably playing Elemental Heroes. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to actually play into Maxi. He might have... Oh, what's it called, though? He might have a... I think it's worth it if we can get to it. Fualos. Oof, yeah, he's really drawing. I think it's worth it if we can get to... Because our Torrential Tribute is really good when you have Photon Lord. So I actually do think it is worth getting into this. It's regretful that I'm letting him draw so many cards, but it's essentially deck thinning because he got one off of Maxi, and he's essentially deck thinning here. He drew another hand trap potentially. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he did not, but we'll see. Our hand, like I said, is pretty good. We have Gozen if he is playing heroes. He made me go first. That's regretful. That sucks, but it is what it is. It happens. He has more hand traps. That's insane. Hit all those hand traps and more hand traps. But this is where we ended. We call it a night. This is one of those situations where if your opponent drew the Harpy's Feather Duster, they open the one of. And yeah, we did let him draw, but he is playing like over the amount of, like, he's playing, what is this, 5 cards plus 3 is 51 cards. He's playing 51 cards, so if he opens the Harpies, it does suck for us, but it is what it is. We had to kind of play into things. Signet Mining, I honestly expected this deck. I did not expect. Are we playing Malice? Okay, Gozen does nothing against Malice, but if he summons like one of the extra deck monsters that are not Malice, then we might be somewhere. We might be able to get somewhere with this. He chose for me to go first too, which I thought was incredibly odd. I thought it was very odd. Okay, he's gonna summon out Dormouse. We can Torrential here, but we have no follow-up, and then we're stuck. So I think we just let that go through. Yeah, because if we Torrential now, we just lose. At the very least, we Torrential later. It does give him a ton of setup, though, because he puts a bunch of shit in the graveyard and in the banish and all that stuff. But if I Torrential here, it really isn't very good for me. I gotta really wait for him to summon something that isn't a dark monster. And then I just, if he summons something that's not a dark monster, we can be in there. But until then, we're kind of fried. We do have like Lost Wind and stuff, but is the Adagnister stuff? I think the Adagnister is all different attributes. If he gets into that route battle phase with these two, I did not expect this. Okay, I'm definitely gonna Lost Wind. He's declared battle. I'll wait for. I didn't expect this, that's why I didn't Lost Wind it, but that's insane. Did not expect this. That is actually kind of crazy. So he's going to lose his monster. I was holding the Lost Wind for later. I would have negated that draw effect if I had known that that's where we were going next. If I had known that, I would have negated. I would have negated the on-summon effect of that card. Link 1. Let's see, is this going to be a non... No, it's still a dark monster. Yeah, we'll definitely activate Lost Wind, though. Yep, we're just waiting. We do get another opportunity to activate the Photon Dragon. This guy obviously is not, like, the greatest player of this deck. Gozen's another card randomly that we actually lost to a ban list. Funny enough. We did lose Gozen, because Gozen... We have 2 Gozens. We randomly lost that. That is another... dark monster. Yes, adds a Dark Cybers, yeah. And he's another Fualos in hand. It's a hand trap man. Mr. Marco. We've survived the battle phase, which is nice. He's going to summon Splash Mage. This is perfect, actually. This is perfect. You can target one Cybers monster in your graveyard, special summon, negate its effects, special summon except Cybers. It doesn't matter, because I don't want him to just like normal summon something else or special summon something else. I'm just going to Gozen on summon. I'm literally just going to Gozen immediately. This will lock him into waters. Even before he activates his effect, it just locks him into waters. Now we just wait it out. Like we just wait it out. We're playing the long game. He's stuck. He can't summon anything. He can't summon any of his other things. And we get to summon potentially our Photon Lord. We get to search. He's going to allure. Alluring, I wouldn't have allured if I was him. I would just wait for next turn. Crashed. Because this he can't even summon. So like he just banished that and it goes nowhere and he can't summon it back. He's going to go end phase. Yeah, I would have just ended there. But I guess he's searching for like one-ofs. We can't summon that either. Lost win? No, no point. Yeah, we can't summon this either right now, but that's fine. Because ideally, we have other stuff we can summon. Zora is actually one of the least good draws that you want to see. Like, it's one of the least good draws. Yeah, he's going to scoop it up. It makes sense that he scoops it. Honestly, though, all you have to do, his entire extra deck is dark. All you have to do is crash the Splash Mage, and then he has full combo. Like, that's all he had to do. Just go full Malice. That was a beyond winnable situation for him. That was, like, so winnable. Okay, so this guy actually made me go first. This is, I guess, what, like, he made me go first, so this was like his idea of a going second deck. This is like a Malice deck, 51 cards. He wanted to go second for some reason. I guess because he has all the hand traps, he wanted to go. I really don't know. There's a lot of cards here that if he summoned, he has like, we have like Firewall, Appaloosa. If he summoned those, Splash Mage, Cerberus, like stuff like that. If he had summoned any of that, we just lock him. But he also had a lot of darks. He could have easily attacked with Splash Mage, lost his monster, and then just gone for like the usual Malice plays, summon this, and just attack me. Like he easily could have won this game. Okay, let's open up another Master Pack and hopefully get something cool. Hopefully we've got a pack that is not glowing here, but that's fine. Sometimes they don't glow. Falco, okay, this is the one that destroys ball trap cards, right? Is it? If this card's in the grave, express someone face down defense position. Alright, cool. Hyper Galaxy, Gadget Hauler, Rose Girl, Automatic Laser, UFO-Roid, Morphage Sloth, and Heavy Armored Train Iron Wolf. Nothing crazy here. Alright, next up, let's check out these Legacy tickets and hopefully get something good out of these. Legacy tickets generally are less good, but they've still got some cool cards here every once in a while. Yep, not those two though. Definitely not those two cards. Sometimes they have cooler cards, just not in that batch. And then we've got more cards that are not very cool. Oh well. Okay, we just opened a pretty good hand. I'd say we won the coin flip. We opened a pretty good hand. We'll definitely start with Endymion, and this is perfect because again, Endymion is now a 1-card combo, which is impressive. So you go Endymion, target itself, equip Magistus or Artemis, activate Artemis. Perfect. We drew Eternal Galaxy too, so we can destroy this, put Eternal Galaxy back. That's awesome. We can activate. Yeah, he has definitely an Ash Blossom. Okay, so we're going to lose our monster here, but it is what it is. We're going to lose our play line, but our search, but it is what it is. We can still destroy this. Draw a Buzzsaw Shark. We'll definitely put Eternal Galaxy back. Next turn we have a follow-up of Buzzsaw Shark. Not too shabby, honestly. We go 1, 2, 3. Put a chaining on and pass. That's not bad still. It honestly is not bad. And then on top of that we have the statue. I'm going to summon this immediately just because again I want the Solemn Judgment-like effect of it to be usable. So I'm going to summon it. Also, I could technically wait. No, there's no point. I was going to say you could wait till they put a card on field. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Okay, that sucks for me. Yeah, if your opponent controls a card, I did control a card, so they got to use that. Just get stuck in the back row for all of eternity. Because it negates, it doesn't destroy, so it just gets stuck here forever. Very odd ruling. Probably has to be changed because this is just like, it's just weird. This card's just, it gets stuck here forever. Not like for a little bit, but like literally forever. He's going to summon Orcus Mekk-Knight. Dude, I want to remember, does this deck have the Link 1 now? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And and then it recurs itself. Damn, we do not have a good batch of kings. So we can Fiendish Chain this. I think I will Fiendish Chain this, because that way he doesn't get to send Harporer. But we really don't have a follow-up beyond this, because we have Ring of Destruction, but it really doesn't do anything. Yeah, because we just negate this, and that prevents him from doing both effects. The sending, and it also stops the tokens. But unfortunately, he has the Link 1 now. And the Link 1's kind of crazy, because as you can see here, you can send one card from your hand, add one World Legacy Orchestrated Battle from your deck here. If this card is in your graveyard, banish one other Orcus monster, special summon this card. So if I pop this right now, he just gets to special summon it back. This effect's resolving no matter what. There's nothing I can do about it. Not with the current cards that I have on board, unfortunately. Yeah, you can send that and then add a World Legacy or an Orchestrated Babel to hand. He's going to add the Crown to hand. The Crown, what does this do? When a monster on the field, especially when the extra activates, is a quack kick effect. Cards normal summoned. Okay. I think we Ring of Destruction here, because this stops him from doing any more, and the next turn we can just attack and do stuff. I think this is the play here. We activate this Ring of Destruction on this World Legacy dude. We get burn for 2,000 each. I think that's the play there. Never mind, it's not the play, because he has World Legacy Succession. And he has his other monster. It would have been the right play if he hadn't had that. It would have been the right play if he had not had that. Because, like, from here, he can make Galatea. Galatea can set whatever. Nightmare Phoenix. None of these are attached to anything that's relevant. Why would you do that? What does he have in hand? Does he have something relevant? Oh, because you can make Mermaid. Right. You can make Mermaid, and then you can basically do full combo now. Yep, so special summon one Nightmare monster. You summon Ibli. Or this Orcus Nightmare. From here, I think it's just full combo. I don't think there's... Is there realistically anything that I can do? Automation. Yeah, this is going to send... I think he just has full combo here. I don't think there's anything that we can really do. And he has far too much tempo. My follow-up isn't bad, but it's not good enough to beat a full Orcus board. Okay, we just won the coin flip. The hand is pretty good. We've got reinforcements, which I'm definitely going to use to bait the Ash. And then Bestial Blaudrake goes in. Fiendish, not bad at all. I'm going to go reinforcements first. Again, we bait the Ash. I think we just search. Can we make 2 rank 4s here? Can we make 2 rank 4s? I think we can, right? I think we search this thing right here. Actually, Photon Advancer guarantees, because we activate this. Let me read this real quick. This shark. If this card is normal summon, you can add a fish shark monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so that'll give us an extra monster. So honestly, the Sage or the Photon Advancer are fine, but I think Photon Advancer is additionally searchable, so I think we just go, or we just go with Photon Thrasher here. I guess it's safe, and we make our rank. I think it's better to go with the Photon Thrasher, because then we don't draw this brick later. And we'll just add that. And it's good because when you make the Photon Lord with it, it's just kind of like an additional layer of protection underneath. Which is pretty good. So we'll summon that, summon Buzzsaw Shark. And they seem to have an interruption of some kind in their hand. I don't know if it's an Ash, I don't know if it's a Veiler, I don't know if it's an Imperm, I don't know what they've got, but whatever they've got, I'm guessing we can deal with. So we'll activate this. Target itself, it's a Veiler. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. Then we just make the Photon stuff with these two, and we're good. So we almost had a potential play where we could have made 2 rank 4s there, but 1 rank 4 is good too. It's not anything crazy, but I'll take 1 rank 4. Before we used to be like, you know, what do we do? Do we make Photon Lord or Baguska? Which way do we go here? Now it's just kind of, we kind of know where we go. Pretty much make Photon Lord every single time now. Just how I guess things were before. So we have Gozen, Fiendish, and Photon Lord eventually, and then Bestial Baldrake, which I don't know what they're playing, but based on the cosmetics, it's Dark Magician, and if it is Dark Magician, Bestial Baldrake's pretty good against that, because yeah, Bestial Baldrake against Dark Magician's pretty good, because when they put Dark Magician in graveyard, we just Bestial Baldrake it, and if they try to summon it, it gets banished. It's over. Yeah, we're gonna rank up, obviously, to Mr. Photon Lord. Okay, they're gonna activate Forbidden Droplets to start. Which, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see coming, but it makes sense. It's a good card. Photon Drop. That Forbidden Droplets only negates the, I mean, he only cuts the attack in half, not the defense, so it's still a 3,000 defense wall, which I guess isn't too bad. My opponent could not hold it together. They fell apart. That Forbidden Droplets, they used it and didn't know what to do with it. They couldn't use it right. We won a free duel. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. They were playing Dark Magician with the Primite package, which is a pretty strong deck, honestly. Alright, and just like that, we have another Master Pack. Another Master Pack that hopefully has something good, especially since we have any one of those super rares in the beginning of the episode. I would love to pull. I would love to pull any one of those. So this is the Memento card, Ghost Trick. This guy we have a million of, Buruburu. Prediction Princess, Backs to the Wall, and Magna Rocket's actually not a bad card. I think when a Link Monster's effect is activated, you can target one face-up card on the field. You can destroy this card, send one monster on the field to the graveyard, non-targeting removal. During the end phase, cards and graveyards destroy on the field. Battle card hacks for this turn. Special Summon Rocket. This card's not bad. Magna Rocket was always decent. Okay, let's open some Legacy tickets that we just earned by doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Cloudian, Backup Warrior. Can I be normal summon? Must be special summon in the hand. You control 2 defensive position monsters. I'm going to stop reading that now. That's pretty much terrible. Yeah. And then we've got Noble Knight. Okay, cool. And Dragong. Cool. Okay. And then we've got Crystron Rion and the Immortal Bushi, which is not a terrible card, actually. It's basically a free summon, as long as you play all warriors. Every monster in your graveyard is a warrior. It's basically a free summon. It's actually not horrific. Alright, so I just realized something else. Got to the deck editor. I realized we have Spell Power Mastery. This actually adds Endymion to our hand. Now she's using Grasps. Yeah, so this adds Endymion to our hand. We can easily play that, increase the level, like the quantities of Endymions, because Endymion is now a 1-card combo. So we can actually increase the Endymions that we've got in this deck. We might actually have to reduce this deck down a little bit, but not at the exact moment we're at. I'm fine playing some extra bricks, because it's not like a card we need to see. So, yeah, there's nothing that I'm like dying to see in this deck. I guess, like, Endymion's cool if we open, if we don't, whatever. Because we do play a lot of like random one-of bricks in here. So I think adding that, we have to hyper-optimize this deck once again. But I think it's cool, especially with the Endymion being now. This card's crazy. His card's crazy. We pulled it so early, and it literally has done so much for us. For a random card that I had never used in a duel ever in my life, never even thought about in my life. For a random ass card, this card has literally done so much for us. It can draw. It can search. It can increase itself by 1,000. It can pop a spell and trap card. It can now it can go into an auto rank 4. It can get to a Zorora, which is a follow-up of a Synchro 8. Like this card does so much. It's actually insane. And we're really just scraping the surface of what the card can do, because we don't even have the full archetype. If we had the full archetype, it would be even more absurd. But no, this card is like crazy. Alright, we just won the coin flip. The hand's not looking too bad. We got Crystal Shark, Battling Boxer. I think we definitely summon the Shithana out for sure. I think we hit him with this. We can do this in the follow-up. We'll summon the Battling Boxer out. Yeah, activate. This actually sucks. We lost Baguska. Get the Battling Boxer. We lost Baguska. I don't know how much these two, Crystal Shark and this one, are going to be able to do for us. They're going to droll us. Oof. See, this is a situation where you make a Baguska. This is literally a situation where you make a Baguska, because this doesn't do anything. This does nothing. Silent Onarch does nothing. And we summon this dude out in defense mode. Summon the Crystal Shark in a second, but I think right now we make Time Thief of all things. We make Time Thief because we can't. We're drolled. We can't summon or search anything else. And we make Time Thief. Right now we can either summon Crystal Shark and just pass, and then just have these two on board, or we can go Monk and then just pass on Monk. So those are our options right now: Monk or Crystal Shark. But either way, this is not a great end board, no matter what. Yeah, we can go Crystal Shark and then just pass on these two monsters. I think it's better to go Monk here. Just because if Monk dies, at least he does something. Whereas if Crystal Shark, just put it on board and then just attack Crystal Shark and the other thing, it's just nothing. So we'll just set, pass. Very awkward board. Not a great board. It sucks that Baguska got hit. It really does. Because this locks you into Xseed monsters. Yeah, it locks us into Xseed monsters. I guess we could have done more there. That was actually dumb. I thought it locked us into number monsters. I got that mixed up with something else. We're going to grab a Fualos. That's useless. I guess from here, we could have also ended on, like, Grenosaurus. Like, it wouldn't have been much better. We could have also had a Grenosaurus on top of what we have. Got Mitsurugi. This is looking like a meta player. This is looking like the cosmetics and stuff. This is looking like a meta player. He's got the Ecclesia. He's got Fiendsmith. He's summoning Mitsurugi monsters from the deck. This is looking like a meta player here. I'm gonna stick around a little bit longer, but realistically, I have one interruption, which is Fiendish Chain. I could have potentially summoned Grenosaurus. I don't know if that really would have been any. Like, that's not. I have Bestial Magnamut and Time Thief, which is not doing anything. So I have Fiendish Chain and Bestial Magnamut. So it depends what he's playing, but our potential here is very limited. I just don't know exactly how good his hand is. Activate the Mitsurugi Ritual card. Yeah, attributing reptiles, sure. Not much I can do about that. Unfortunately, I didn't hit anything good off the Time Thief. He's going to ritual summon a monster with itself. Yeah, not much I can do. Yeah, not much I can do. This card's crazy. Use the Mitsurugi Prayers. Which... Okay. I'm going to use one of those two. They're going to add or summon. Never mind, he's using both effects. We'll say Mitsurugi is very high rarity. Everything is SR, SR, UR, UR. This is a very high rarity deck. This is the first like low rarity monster. He's going to target a card in his graveyard, which unfortunately I can't bestial. I can't. None of those effects are. Then you can special summon this card. I guess we'll Bestial Magnamut this. And then you can special summon this card. We'll Bestial Magnamut this. This is the closest card that I've seen to a relevant stop here. Because otherwise I haven't seen anything crazy at a Bestial Mag. I guess I could have negated this. Yeah, but I think this is fine. We'll activate this. I should have summoned this in defense mode. But it is what it is now. We do have the Fiendish Chain. I'm going to add another one of the Ame dude. You definitely want a Bestial Magnamut. He's going to summon this guy. The crazy thing about this deck is it really doesn't lock you into anything either. It's just like kind of wacky. Make a rank 4 Ryziel duo drive, which we will be negating with our Fiendish Chain. And yep, he's going to detach 2 to do something. That is not happening. I'm definitely going to Fiendish Chain this. I'm not trying to play with the entire Ryziel engine now. I was going to usually dodge Ryziel, and I guess you could add Mitsurugi on that list too. Mitsurugi's insane, so... yeah, Ryziel, Mitsurugi. If I see Ryziel, Mitsurugi, Malice, I usually will scoop unless I've gone first. Because then I won't scoop, because then we see what our interruptions are. Hopefully he attacks Monk, because if he attacks Monk, I can Shathana pop this. If he attacks Bestial Magnemite, it's whatever, it's not that serious. That, we just activate the effect, so we can save our Time Thief. We definitely do not want to lose Time Thief here. He's going to Ash Time Thief. It's crazy. He could have ashed any number of other cards. Like, I think we used... what did we use? He could have ashed Magnemite. He ashed this. So, unfortunately, we lose our Time Thief. Our Time Thief actually would have been a Bagooska, too. That's what's crazy. In that case, I would have summoned a Bagooska. But that's what I mean. That hit was extremely hard for us. Like, it really was a very difficult hit. Like, that was not like, oh, it's no big deal. Like, that was actually a very, very serious hit for our deck. And a Buzzsaw Shark. Okay, that's not bad. I think we will start by summoning out the Buzzsaw Shark. And this locks us into only summoning from the extra deck with, in terms of, for XYZ monsters. What does this lock us into? It's going to Mitsurugi Ritual Prayers, I mean. Going to basically do what he just did on his turn all over again on our turn. Is he going to tribute? Yeah, the big guy to summon another big guy. Take 800, special summon, you can't attack. Summon out this dude. Now we got to watch this unskippable cutscene on our turn. Okay, then we drew the Bestial Magnemite. We're going to activate. Try to prevent him from special summoning this back. We'll Bestial Magnemite. Or Bestial Baldrake, not Magnemite. So that'll get banished. We summon this out. Okay, cool. So this cutscene is hopefully over. Now I think we go and activate Buzzsaw Shark. Target itself. If he negates this, that's fine. It's fine because we literally have a Crystal Shark in hand. This guy's got hand traps for days though. That's actually kind of crazy. Alright, Buzzsaw Shark. We're going to activate, summon Crystal Shark. Target this. Summon itself out. Now from here we go, I guess we go Silent Honor Arc. There we go, Silent Honor Arc. Summon this out. Yeah, something here, I told you, something water locks me. I don't know what was water locking me. I should have read things better. I think it's this one. This card, one monster. If you do have that monsters, all you can't special summon from the extra deck except Exceed monsters. What about this locks me into waters? I don't... Oh, the XYZ summon of a number monster. See, that's why I can make Bagooska, but now I can only make Silent Arc. That first sentence. That's why I was concerned earlier. Okay, so now we can... What protections does this guy have? I don't think he has any. Duo Drive we kind of want to take. He has a graveyard effect, right? No, not really. This doesn't have any relevant effects. Does this do anything in the graveyard? Probably more in the graveyard than this guy does. So we can pop this and then attack regularly. So Silent Honor Arc, activate, detach these two. Target this guy, take him, because we already banished one. Now we're also not getting debuffed here, which is nice. We'll go Battle Phase. We'll crash. Yeah, we'll definitely crash. Yep, activate Shathana. Summon this back. Destroy a card, yes. We destroy this. Is that game? No, it's 6,000. We're just shy of game. That sucks. Attack. And I think now at least he can't take 800s. Because you were going to leave him at 400. Because if he takes the 800s, he starts losing. That is not bad. So we go main phase 2. I don't think there's anything we can summon. He just scoops. Wow, I cannot believe we just beat Ryziel Mitsurugi with like the most suboptimal board of all time. That was actually crazy. Yeah, because we left him at life points where he can't pay anymore, and if he can't pay, he can't resolve half those insane effects. I actually cannot believe we just won that, because he really, and we got Ash 3 times. That was actually like fairly impressive. Okay, this is what my opponent's playing. This is like the meta deck right now. It's this, Malice. Like, these are the best 2 decks. I'm stunned that we won, and this guy didn't even like play bad. He actually didn't even play bad. He ashed the right card. He held his Ash for our Time Thief, which was like a smart play too. Alright, let's open up another Master Pack, and hopefully this Master Pack has better stuff than the last few Master Packs, because I swear to you, we've been pretty unlucky with these Master Packs. Like it's almost like laughably bad. Let's like I know I see URs here, but I've had so many URs that have turned into like Valmonica cards. So let's see what this is. Trickstar, this is the equip spell, targeting a Trickstar monster in your graveyard, special summon it, equip with this card. This isn't bad. We have a lot of Trickstar cards that are decent. It's like Monster Reborn for Trickstar. It's not bad. XYZ or more is not bad for a rank 4 deck. We just need more boss monsters for that deck right now. Speedroid Plane and Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon is our second copy. Okay, we have 2 guaranteed URs here. Please be something of relevance or note in some way. Please. We've got Simorg Onslaught. This is what I'm talking about. This card, and this card's not terrible within its own archetype, because I've read it before. Discard 1 Winged Beast, add 2 Simorg monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. It's not a terrible card. You can banish the card from your grave, reveal 1 Winged Beast monster in your hand, and if you do, reduce the levels of the monsters in your hand but with that name for the rest of the turn. By 1 for the rest of the turn. So it turns to level 7 until level 6. Not bad. But the first effect's not bad. You discard a Winged Beast. Now the problem with this card is you have to discard a Winged Beast. So you can't just splash it into other engines. And it adds Simorg monsters with different attributes. So like the Wind one and the Dark one, which I don't know if we have. What is this other thing? Armed Dragon, level 10, white. This is what I'm talking about. Like you can't even, like sometimes you'll get URs, like guaranteed URs, and you can't even get excited. Because you pull nonsense like this, and it's just like, okay. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summon by its own effect. You can banish Armed Dragon monsters from your field or graveyard whose levels equals 10. Special summon this card from your hand. So it has to equal exactly 10. So 2 level 5s, level 7, level 3, that kind of a situation, or the level 10. Then you can add 1 White Veil from your deck to your hand. I believe that's the equip spell that like they use in Self Decay. You can use the effect of Armed Dragon, level 10, white, once per turn. You take no effect damage. So if you use the Veil, it burns you, but if you have this, you don't get burned. This is from Chaz, when Chaz Princeton, he started playing he became a part of the white group in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He became a part of that gang of people. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks, throw one card on the field. It's not bad. Okay, now click on related cards. I don't even know if we've got the White Veil. It's only a rare, so we might have it. That card's interesting. I guess we could check out our Simorgs and our Armed Dragons in a moment, but I think somebody told me to in the comments, you can like scroll now. You can like check how many copies of a card you have somehow. I don't know how they said it. Oh, show number owned. So there we go. So now this is something that we can evaluate after if we ever pull cards, and then we could be like 5 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragons and 4 XYZ Remorse is crazy. We only recently found a way to actually summon this monster. Alright, here comes a legacy ticket. Coming in hot. Let's see what this gets us. On my main account, I swear to you, I pull the most insane shit out of the legacy packs. I pull like 3 Stealth Krakens out of there. And nothing like this nonsense. I've pulled so many good things. Okay, let's investigate what's going on here. We've got the white Armed Dragon dude. Let's see what we've got for Armed Dragons. We have 3 level 3s, which is pretty good actually. Pretty decent. We have Knight Armed Dragon. We have Armed Dragon, whatever. We have level 5 normal, which you don't want. Armed Dragon level 5, the big one. We have level 7, which is very difficult to summon. We have Pile. We don't have 10, which is whatever. We don't have Thunder. Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. We don't have level 7. So combination-wise, we're not off to a great start. We do have the White Veil, though. That we have. We also have this weird, like, Ojama stuff where you have to mix Ojamas with Armed Dragons and then you get something. We have some of this stuff, but this stuff's not super great. You send an Ojama from your hand and face up on the field to the graveyard. Add one Ojama monster with a different name and one Armed Dragon from your deck to your hand immediately. Normal summon one of those monsters. So that is like a blended deck of like a bunch of Chaz's different things. We also have this, but I don't think we have the capabilities to summon that, nor... Like, this card's great once it's on the field, but I don't think we have the capabilities to summon this card. And then we've got 5 copies of Armed Dragon Flash, which is very good, actually, because you can special summon a level 3 Armed Dragon, so you can summon this. We've got 3 of this, basically. We have 5 of this, but essentially we have 3 of this and 3 of this. It's a great ratio, actually. If we ever decide to build a Dragon deck, it's pretty good. And... yeah, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, send this card from the field to the graveyard, special summon one level 5 Armed Dragon monster from your deck. Yeah, so and then we can summon this guy, and then this guy can do the same thing, and he can get us to level 7, but we have not pulled level 7. And then we can possibly summon the Armed Dragon White dude fairly easily. Also, White Veil, what does this do? I don't remember. While the equipped monster battles, your opponent can activate spawn trap cards until the end of the damage step. That's not terrible. Who is this on this? Is this Alexis Rhodes, by the way? I think it is Alexis Rhodes. Is it her? I think it is her. I believe it is. This is like a big Chaz situation here going on. Because Chaz joined the Sartorius group, I remember. And he was there first. And this guy's kind of dressed like Chaz, which is kind of hilarious. So he joined them first, and then he got Alexis to join it. Which I guess this is this White Veil here, because he got Alexis to join it, which is a little background lore here. Okay, and then we've got so yeah, we could just you can't activate spawn trap cards if an attack is declared involving the equipped monster. Negate the effects of face-up spawn trap cards your opponent controls. That's I guess not terrible. When an equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can destroy all spawn trap cards your opponent controls. That's not bad. When this face-up card is used, take 3,000. This card's not terrible, actually. It's actually quite good. And so is this dragon dude. I just don't have the capacity to summon it. Like, neither of these cards are bad. I just can't really summon them. And I don't think I can summon, because this guy cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned by Armed Dragon level 5. This guy count as Armed Dragon level 5. So I guess we can potentially get this guy out. But we can't get this guy out. I think we can... summon this, and then potentially get the bigger monster. But we can't search anything. If this card's sent to the graveyard, add an Armed Dragon. Does this guy have a similar effect? I think he does. If this card's sent to the graveyard, add a level 5 or higher wind monster. He adds an Armed Dragon. He adds a level 5 or higher wind. And Pile Armed Dragon's light. So they just kind of don't work together. That's sad. Also, in addition, we did pull Onslaught. I will check out what some more stuff we have. We're missing a bit of stuff. We actually do have some stuff. We have the not-so-great Cimo monster, which is this one. No one's ever used him. This guy's not bad. Cimo, Lord of Storm, the retrain is actually not bad. This one is not good. Lord of Bird of Divinity. We obviously don't have this. We'd be using it in a variety of decks. We have the Field Spell. We have the Repulsion's not horrific. The Trap card. We have a little core here. We've got Cimo of Darkness. Oh, we don't have this. We don't have this, and we don't have this. We don't have these two. We're also missing the Super Rare. What is most important here is that we do have 2 of this, 3 of this, 2 of this, and most importantly, we've got 2 of this, which is probably the best card in the entire archetype. If anything should be a Super Rare, it's this one, and not this yellow one, but I guess they positioned it. Now, this is a very low rarity deck, and we do have a large portion of it. So depending on how we pull from here on in, we might be able to maybe squeeze that deck together. You can mix this with Fluenderies, this deck, and you can mix it with Harpies. Those are like 2 decks that it can work with. Maybe Raid Raptors. I don't think we have enough of any one of those archetypes, but it is cool to see. Alright, we just won the coin flip. The hand is looking alright here. Hand's looking alright. I mean, this is full combo, right? We go reinforcements first because we want to... Technically, we should... do you play around the ash? Or do you play around the draw? That's life. That's the life we're living. Battling Boxer. Oh, yeah, we have full combo. Yeah, we have Time Thief and the other dude. So we'll go Battling Boxer, man. We will normal summon, search, summon Ascended Sage. Yeah, this is pretty good, actually. Spar, cool. We'll special out Sage. Yeah, we'll special Sage out first. Summon Spar out next. For sure. Now we go into Photon with these two idiots. We don't even have to detach the search anything. We have both Eternal Galaxy and Advancer. We have both parts. We just save the materials. We just save the materials because I literally don't have a reason to do anything else. I just don't have a reason. Plus, it's like, yeah, for what? And then from here, we have any number of these monsters. I think the most proactive one is Time Thief. Again, before we would have gone Baguska Time Thief, Baguska with Photon Lord, but now we can't do that anymore. So we'll go Time Thief, Eternal Galaxy, which is kind of, you know, return to, yeah, the only thing we could search here is, which Photon man can we search? We can search, yeah, we can search just Photon Thrasher, which doesn't do anything anyway, so I might as well just leave it. I think I'll just pass on this and have some extra materials here, which I think is the right thing to do. Okay, so standby phase, Eternal Galaxy, and we will rank up the Photon Lord. Free of charge, as we've done so many times now. So Photon Lord, summon him here. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. We've got a nice little setup. We got Time Thief, Galaxy. We'll see what they're playing. Obviously, it really is dependent on what they're playing. Hit him with the Time Thief in the standby phase. Hopefully get something good. Get a monster card. Playing Blue Eyes. They got Jet. Oof. Jet is not a card you want to take off the top of your opponent's deck at all. Because you don't want that in the graveyard. It causes trouble. They're going to summon out... Oof. What do we have here? Keeper of Dragon Magic. Adds a polymerization. Okay. Okay, this guy's on some funny shit. Honestly, because he detached... I think we actually... What type of monster is this? This is a dragon. Oh, man. I don't want him to search Poly and just, like, get into something crazy, but like, what is he gonna get into here? Because I can't negate Poly, but I can negate this guy. Yeah, I can negate this guy. Polymerization, I have nothing. I can't do anything about polymerization. So if he activates that and goes into like the one that pops cards, like I can't do anything about that. So I think the right play here is to use Eternal Galaxy, or to use Mr. Galaxy to negate. I think this is the right play. I also, I should have actually activated the effect. I should have detached this as material and popped it. That's what I should have done. Instead of leaving it on the field, because now he can go into the link 1. I should have done that. Branded in white. Okay. That's a fusion summon, so he basically had a fusion summon anyway. You know, if you can banish dragons too, and fuse Alistair plus that stuff. Caliga. That shuts down monster effects. One monster effect per turn. Each player can only attack one monster during each battle phase. Okay. That slows him down, honestly. It slows him down more than me. Because now he can only activate one monster effect, and he can only battle with one monster. Okay, and as a matter of fact, if he declares an attack, I just Fiendish Chain it, and then he can't declare attacks with anybody else. Wow, he threw this away. I don't know what else he could have really summoned here. I mean, this is, yeah, I don't know where that was headed. I can't even imagine where that was headed. I really should have activated the effect to negate and destroy. I should have detached and destroyed. So I made a mistake there, but I guess it worked out fine. Okay, let's see what we get here. Let's see what our opponent's playing here. They're playing a Blue Eyes branded deck with a very small Blue Eyes pack. Like a lot of Blue Eyes cards, but one Blue Eyes. It's kind of shocking. There's a lot of cards that could be cut here. There's a lot of people that shouldn't have made the team. And there's a lot of people that should be at higher numbers on the team. Crowley's here. Everybody's here. Okay. Surely this pack will have something good. I've been a little desensitized to master packs. Because honestly, I've opened, I don't know how many. This, but you can probably tell me. I could probably look in the main account, but like I've opened. Have I opened thousands of packs? I'd like to think so. I probably have opened 1,000 packs by now. But I'm a little bit desensitized to them because I pull so much nonsense. Magician's Restage is actually not a bad card. Triple Burst Dragon's not a bad card. Advanced Draw is okay. New Fabled Monster. Crystal Brilliance. Sunset Beat. I think this card looks beautiful. I'll come back to it in a second. Tri-Brigade Fractal. I will take another Fractal. I'll take another. I didn't know how many I had. Now I have more. Okay, yeah. This is one of my favorite artworks in the last few years. They created a background out of this. And it doesn't look that great right here. But they created a background out of this in the last Duel, whatever it's called, the Duel Pass, and I think this one looks amazing. It looks really good. If a face-up card you control is changed to face-down defense position, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. And what deck is that relevant? If a flip monster you control is flipped face up, even during the damage step, you can target one of them, inflict damage equal to 200. I don't know what deck you would use this in. Perhaps Penguins. I don't know what this absolutely stunning artwork has to do with flip effect monsters. What the sunset beat, why is the sun setting? What's going on? Is the monster getting flipped and that's the sun setting? I don't know. And this is a sunset, but the effects activate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this card. I don't know what relevance it has to any deck. I don't know why it's a super rare. I would love to use it, but I don't think we have anything for it. All right, let's open up a pair of legacy tickets, which hopefully are something good here. Let's see, we've got 2 glowing packs. 2 glowing packs is absurd. Let's see this. Yep. Unfortunately disappointing. Glowing for nothing. Because we are getting repeats. Frequency Magician. When this card is normal summon, placed on spell counter. Remove one spell counter. Have one face up. Gain 500 attack. A fish. When this card is special summoned from the graveyard, target one fish. Increases level by 1. Come on, man. If you're going to be this ugly, at least be good. La, 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 la.